guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Natasha, and in today's video we are going to do another meal in a jar. We are going to be doing a cheesy chicken red lobster biscuit casserole. So one of the ingredients that you will need is this red lobster biscuit mix. Like always, the full recipe will be down in the description box below for you to go and check out. I'm going to bring you guys down here to see what all we need and how to assemble this meal in a jar, and at the end of the video we're going to make it and I'm going to show you the final result. Here we go. Alright, so the first ingredient you're going to need is this red lobster biscuit mix. This is the Cheddar Bay biscuit mix. You're also going to need Thrive Life chicken chunks or rotisserie chicken that's been freeze-dried. You're going to need some blended cheese powder. I get this from Augustin Farm off of Amazon. You're going to need some dehydrated or freeze-dried kale or spinach. You're going to need some freeze-dried chopped onions. And then you're also going to need some of my cream of chicken shelf-stable base. I will link the recipe for this down in the description box below as well. And then of course other seasonings would be salt, pepper, garlic, but there is a garlic herb seasoning in this box. So we're gonna go easy on the garlic and onion powder today, and we're just probably going to use salt and pepper. So here we go, let's get to assembling our jars. In order to make a 9x13, you're gonna wanna have 2 mason jars. If you're just going to do an 8x8 pan, you can make up 2 of these, and one mixture of this would be an 8x8 pan, and then you can have the next one for another time. Alright, so the first thing we're going to put into our jars at the bottom is this red lobster biscuit mix. All we're going to do is split this between our 2 jars. I'm going to pour about half in here and half in the other jar. And then same with the garlic seasoning packet. We're just going to split it half and half between the jars. Alright. The next thing we're going to add is our cheese powder blend. We're going to add a 1/4 cup total, so about 1/8 of a cup to one jar, and 1/8 of a cup to the other jar. Perfect. Next, we're going to add our spinach or our kale. I have some dehydrated spinach here that I'm going to put into mine, but you can also use Thrive Life's freeze-dried kale. I'm going to add some salt and pepper to taste. About 1 teaspoon in each jar. Half a teaspoon of salt. Next, we're going to add our cream of chicken. This is shelf stable. We are going to do half a cup in each jar. So that's a 1/4 cup, a half a cup, a 1/4 cup, and a half a cup. I'm going to give those a quick tap. Alright, the next thing we're going to add is our freeze-dried onions. Going to add in about a tablespoon per jar. So you can either use Thrive Life's cube chicken, or I'm going to be using some freeze-dried rotisserie chicken. All right, so now you've got your chicken down in here. And the very last thing you're gonna do is top it off with some freeze-dried mixed vegetables. So here I just have some freeze-dried corn and peas. You can also throw in green beans or carrots, whatever your little heart desires. Alright, so there you go. The last thing you're going to do to store this on your shelf is to add in your oxygen absorbers and seal it with your lid, or use your vacuum sealer that attaches to your food saver and get all the air out of your jar. Next, I'm going to show you how to reconstitute this and make it into your casserole. Okay, here we go. In order to reconstitute this, we're just going to open up our jars, pull out our oxygen absorbers, and just dump it right into our pan. All right, and we're gonna add 2.5 cups of hot boiling water. We're gonna give this a little mix, and then we're going to put some tin foil over it and let it start to reconstitute for 5 minutes. All right, I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. We're gonna open this up and we're gonna add some more water. This is looking perfect. Definitely needs a little bit more moisture though in order to all come together. So we're gonna add 2.5 cups of hot boiling water. I'm gonna give that another stir. And this time you're gonna have to kind of start working in that biscuit mix, okay? So it's gonna be a little bit harder to do. A little whisk would be perfect, like this one. All right, so you can see how I've whisked this one side, and it is like the perfect consistency that we want. And then this side is the unwhisked mix. Oh, it smells delicious. I'll tell you that much. All right. And there we go. That is looking perfect. Make sure you get around the edges so that way nothing was sticking. This is the perfect consistency. I also do want to mention that if you are using the chicken chunks from Thrive Life, your jar will be all the way full to the top. Whereas I used rotisserie chicken, and so my jar wasn't all the way full to the top, but it's okay. But I do just want to let you know that if you do use the chunks, your jar will be filled all the way to the top. All right, so here we go into the oven at 375 degrees. All right, so we've just pulled our casserole out of the oven. Now we're gonna dish it up and serve it. That looks so good. So you can see that the top is got the nice biscuit crust, and then the inside is like this perfect, wet, creamy, delicious chicken. So that way you're getting a crust plus the inside. It's kind of almost like the consistency of a pie, but I am sure it is delicious. Since Big Luke is not here, we're gonna have my son Luke try this out. All right, so here's our taste tester.
Looks good.
It smells delicious.
One way to find out.
It's probably super hot.
Yeah, hot. Very hot. It almost tastes like pot pie.
Kind of like a pot
Yeah,
pie
it really
with the
does.
biscuit in there.
Yeah. Just more, I don't know how to say it.
Filling?
Yeah, it has that biscuit flavor, so really when you're eating it, it's like you're eating a biscuit instead of pie. So it's really good.
So if we didn't have power and we had to make this for a meal, would this be acceptable?
Nice and warm like this, I eat it any day.
Alright guys, there you go. So this we made from freeze-dried ingredients. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. We will see you in the next video.